Hi everyone, it's Justina here from House of Mahalo. Welcome, and welcome to the first Travel Tuesday. So this isn't going to be a weekly series, this is just an as and when. And it's an extra video that I will be doing as and when. For those of you who enjoy hearing me talk and see what I'm up to and hear my business, this is what I want these days to be about. Now, I also want to give us a chance to merge both sides of my personality together. So, for House of Mahalo, I'm very much at home, happy here, working and crafting and being with you. But then there's the other side of me, the travel side, which obviously is my full-time job. And I want to be able to merge those in some way where you can get to know all sides of me, really. So I thought I really struggle with, as you know, crafting and talking at the same time, which is why I'm not doing anything right now. But I will just ink a few things whilst I talk to you. Yeah, I really struggle with crafting and talking at the same time. But I want to be able to tell you about my adventures and trips and different things that we get up to. Otherwise, I don't know, it just, yeah. I want you to learn about that side of me. So that's what these days are all about. As I say, it's not a weekly thing. It will just be when I have something to share. And I will make sure that the projects that we do in these videos will be, nothing sort of like, nothing necessarily exciting. It will be stuff that you've seen before, decorating stuff, just, yeah. Little jobs that need doing that we can do together, and I can tell you about bits and bobs. So today's episode is going to be about champing, which I'll explain in a minute, and autumnal tags. That's a nice mix, isn't it? So I'll just show you. I've got some bases prepared here, which we're going to decorate together. I made up a bunch of these neutral collage sheets. So I made 4 of them. As you can see, they are just simply book page, music sheet, brown paper, nothing exciting whatsoever. And then I spritzed them all with my Cosmic Shimmer. This was a birthday gift from my husband. This one is Copper Blaze. So I thought that would be really nice for autumnal. And as you can see in places, hopefully it's picking it up. Can you see that shimmer shine? Very nice, isn't it? So I've just got a bit of glitz and glamour in the background just to make them more exciting. And then just to prepare, I have just cut down some tag shapes, some journal cards from a couple of the sheets that I had. Okay, I think this was two sheets worth. And I thought we're just going to decorate these up together. So yeah, nothing that requires too much focus, hopefully. And yeah, we're just going to do that today. So, champing. I hear you cry. What on earth is champing? Well, champing is a play on words for church and camping. Now, yeah, you can probably figure out what I'm going to say already. Basically, it requires glamping or camping in a church for the night. And my husband and I were able to go off and do that last week, which was an incredible experience. We went to Langport in Somerset, which is home to actually several churches, one of which dates back to the 1400s. That was the one we stayed in. And these churches that are looked after by the Churches Conservation Trust, they're the ones who came up with the idea for champing. They have offered churches that need protection. They need funds in order to actually stay like open to the public, I suppose. So you're free to visit these churches during the day, and then at night they try to hire them out for the night for those who want to try this experience of champing. Now, whilst I'm just talking, this is supposed to be a sticker, I think. I think it's a sticker, but I am having a terrible time trying to get this off, which is a great start to this new series. Anywho, so yeah, they hire out these churches with the idea that they want to be able to raise funds Otherwise, these churches, you know, they wouldn't be able to keep the lights on, so to speak. They would just fall into disrepair. So they hire them out. And that was what my husband and I went and did. Was it last week? Yes, last week. And it was incredible. So I'm going to talk to you about what we got up to. So as I say, we went to Langport. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to cut this badger out or keep a border on him. I'll see what it looks like inked. So yeah, you're able to start camping in the church from 4 p.m. and so that means, you know, you've got the day free beforehand. So my husband and I went off to where did we go? We went to Blagden Lake, which is top of the Mendip Hills. It's sort of in the north of the Mendip Hills. It was stunning. So the lake itself is privately owned by the people who look after our water. That's where we get our water from. It's Blagden Lake, part of it anyway. And there is a woodland walk nearby that you're allowed to go on, and you can take your dogs, where they allow you to see the lake, not go in the lake, but see it. And there are lots of picnic benches dotted around. So that was what my hubby and I did on our way down. We took our dog, because you're allowed to take dogs champing with you, which is amazing. So yeah, Kai came with us for camping inside a church. Pretty amazing. And yeah, we went to Blagden Lake on the way. We were there for a couple of hours. Then we, just walking around, and we had our picnic there. Really beautiful lake. Then we went off to Wells on the way. For those of you who know anything about history, you've probably heard of Wells before. It's quite a famous cathedral city. Well, it is a city, it's got a cathedral, but the cathedral itself is really famous. So we spent a couple of hours there as well. We have been to Wells before, but we just, wanted to go again because it had been a while, and it was on the way again. And so that was the day, leading up to the champing. Now with this one, I think I'm probably going to add a word. So I will get everything stuck down that I know about whilst I'm talking. And then we will, add some other bits and bobs to them later. Yeah, so then the champing began from, as I say, from 4 p.m. And it was, my goodness, I can't explain the experience very well at all because it was just amazing. So they have volunteers who set out camp beds and chairs. They have a table that they lay out with, teas and coffees. They put out some biscuits, even a dog biscuit for our Kai. Even some little chocolates, some nice biscuits for us. All of that just to make the stay feel really welcoming and homely. They put out fairy lights around the church, little lanterns, just all sorts, and it's amazing. Was it spooky? Yes. So the lavatory is a portaloo, which is the other side of the graveyard from the church itself. And so it was all fine during the day. There were really nice views from the churchyard, to be fair. Come night time, I got incredibly spooked and had to take 3 torches with me to the loo. And yeah, that was a bit scary, but I'm easily spooked. By stuff like that. Anyway, and I'm getting stuck to this sticker. Just concentrate whilst I pop this down. Oops. These are very sticky stickers. I got these from, I want to say Wish or AliExpress, one of those sorts of companies. Just frame stickers. Which I always forget that I have. So I've had them a while, but I thought I would get some of them used because I don't want anything too bulky on these tags and journal cards, because some of them are for my altered book, some are for my waterfall journal that I'm doing next month, hopefully, and some are for a junk mail journal that I'm doing, a junk mail envelope journal that I'm doing or finishing. So yeah, anyway, back to the task at hand. So yeah, so it was a bit creepy at night. Kai did really well. He didn't hardly bark at all. He slept quite well, considering we were in a new place and all of that. He did really well. I think that's supposed to go that way. I'm just covering up that ticket because I didn't think it quite looked right in the frame. And again, I think probably a word or a phrase or something would be nice here as well. I haven't backed any of the... Oh, that one's actually okay. I've backed that one. I haven't backed most of them. I think I did that onto plain card. So, yeah, I still need to back them, but we'll get there. Anywho, I'm determined to tell you about our adventures. So that was that, and you have to be checked out of the church by 10 a.m. So we went into the I think it's a town or it's a village, something like that, of Langport, which is a really cute little high street. There's a riverside walk, so Kai was happy. And then we went to the top of Bump Murrow, which is near Langport. It's only like a 10-minute drive away, and we had to hike up this quite steep hill to some church ruins at the top, which I think date back to the 15th century. So all quite, old and everything. And make sure you can see what I'm doing still. Yeah. But the views were incredible. So it was well worth making the effort to go to the top. And it wasn't like, it was a steep hill, but it didn't take us too long, really. It was about 10 minutes. If that, actually, it was more like 7 minutes, something like that. We weren't timing ourselves, but Kai helped pull me up the hill. So that was nice. But yeah, so it was really, really, really beautiful views. Sunny weather. The storms had passed, so we didn't have any storms, no rain, just sunshine. After Bump Murrow, we then went up to Cheddar, where the cheese comes from. This is back in the Memdip Hills, but this is sort of the south part of it. And we went and explored the town, had some lunch, and then we went and did another hike, which was to the top of Cheddar Gorge this time, which, amazing views. You can see Cheddar Reservoir from there, you can see the gorge, limestone cliffs up close, all of that. It's incredible. A tough hike, I must say. It's a tough one, but the views when you get to the top really do make it all completely worth it. So that was our champing experience. But yeah, as I say, it was just an amazing experience to, camp, sleep in a church. I was going to say, actually, so the church was called All Saints Church, or Church of All Saints, something like that. And there was a stained glass window in there dating back to the 1400s, and it was original. It was still intact. It hadn't been, destroyed in any wars or anything, not looted, no bandits, nothing like that. I'm sure the church has seen plenty of history over the years, but this window was the original stained glass from the 1400s, and that is just absolutely incredible. And we slept there. That was where we were sleeping. I must say, they really made the whole experience very homely. I have written about everything on my travel blog, of course, so if you do want to see photos and things, I will link my blog posts down below so you can go and have a look, have a gander. Really, really amazing. Now, the people who run the champing, so this is the Church's Conservation Trust, I had to ask permission to write the blog posts because although you can take photos and videos for personal, for you personally, if you're taking them from a commercial perspective, which of course, my blog is my job, so it is commercial, you have to ask permission to share to share the photos and things. I think probably from a security perspective, they don't want people finding out like how to get the key to the church and stuff. So anyway, so I obviously requested permission because I wanted to be able to talk about it and write about it. And they were happy for us to do so. And they even gave us a discount code for us to share with, you know, our readers and email subscribers and stuff. So if any of you in the UK are interested in champing, then let me know, because I can share, well, it'll be in the blog post for you to use this discount code. And it's something like 15% off 2 stays of 2 people or more. So, you know, a pretty good discount. And the whole experience isn't that expensive, actually. I think so Kai went free, dogs go free. You can have up to two dogs or 3 small dogs for free. And then you just pay per person per night. So for the 2 of us, and Kai, we paid £98, I think. So, you know, for this novel experience of saying that you've slept in this historic church, they're all over the UK, or all over Britain. It's just, yeah, amazing. We'll definitely do it again. I think I'll come better prepared with better torches next time, though, because, yeah, going to the loo in the dark across the graveyard, terrifying. I'm sorry, but it was terrifying. By daytime, fine, and inside the church, absolutely fine. No weird noises or creaks or anything. Apart from, I think there might have been a mouse that went near my head in the middle of the night, which was, you know, freaked me out a little bit, but it's just a mouse. No, like, creepy ghost noises or anything. But, yeah, an amazing experience. Well worth doing. And, yeah, we'll definitely do it again. But, yeah, we'll come better prepared with better lights next time, so it's not quite so creepy in the dark. And that was that, you know. That is our champing experience. So, yeah, I mean, didn't take me long, really, and I'm sure I probably could have talked about this in another video. Can you see all these? I'm sort of trying to put them, you know, you'll see them in a minute anyway, because we have more stuff to add. Right, I'm going to come back to the fox because I want to add some more stuff to that one. So, I really like how these are coming together. So I'm just getting all the bases down and the focal points, and then I'm thinking we'll probably want to add more to them, like words and things. So I want something for this little owl to perch on. I did wonder. I've got some stickers here, which, you know, you could argue is kind of like a log, like a tree stump. Let's see. I don't know what to talk about now. I really thought that was going to take me longer to tell you about the champing. I like that. I think that's kind of cool. Do we want this behind him there? No, I think it closes him in a bit. So that'll be that. Right, let's get him inked. But as I say, yeah, this you know, making these, there wasn't really much to it. It was just, you know, the backgrounds were already done. We're just popping things down. So I thought these types of videos are just perfect for those who want to watch anyway, or want to hear about my travels, or both. So what I'm thinking is, for the most part, I want it to be, you know, recent travels, like I've just said about the champing, because my husband and I are forever going places and trying new things and all the rest of it, and I want to tell you about it all. You know, but just the concentration, I mean, even just then, like, I stop talking when I'm concentrating. Yeah, we go to lots of places, but there's also lots of things that I haven't yet told you about, that I would like to be able to, you know, really funny stories and just amazing adventures, and I want you to hear it all. So I'm hoping that these videos will pan out as allowing us the chance then to have that chat and that more personal touch, and yeah, whilst also making something that still looks good. Like, I'm not gonna just sit here talking. Obviously we will be making things and doing things, but there'll be stuff like, you know, collage masterboards, stuff like this, where we're just decorating up some tags. Things that, yeah, don't really require much instruction, as they say, but it just allows me then just to natter away, I guess. So I feel like this fox looks lovely on there, I think, but I want to give him more. Just going to bring out some tickets just in case we want those. And we've got those stickers again, which we might like. It doesn't sort of feel like they close in too much. I mean, it looks fine, but I think we can do better. So I just want to have a look whether I've got anything else. I've got this, like, I don't know, a wax seal, but nah, I'm just making it up now. Let's see, we've got another ticket here, more of a yellow sort of colour. It's because, so I've got some weird edging down here, which I'm just trying to give more of a purpose, I guess, which is why I'm trying this out. But that doesn't go. I really don't know what to talk about now. Yeah, and then that, because it's only a thin piece, it just it looks too boxy. So I think it will be the ticket. Just going to give it a bit of a nicer edge, just in case that is what's throwing me off a bit, maybe. Oh yeah, I think that's a bit better. And then I'll do the same at the top here, just round that off a bit. Yeah, so would you go champing? That is the question I'm going to ask you now. Is, would you try it? Would you camp in a church if you were allowed to? You know, obviously all of this is done very much with permission, and as I say, the idea behind it, I don't want to cause any offence to anyone. The idea behind it is to, you know, protect these churches and give them, you know, help them. You know, that's what they are designed for. Otherwise, these churches, they would just, you know, there wouldn't be anyone to look after them. So I hope no one is offended by us, you know, sleeping in this church. But it's you know, they're out of action. No one's using them anymore. So that's, you know, and we don't want these places to just close up and things. Right, I'm thinking, I like those tickets behind him just there, and I'm thinking what might be the missing link is the fact that we haven't added any like words or anything yet. So it might even be as simple as, you know, putting in a phrase or something. So I'm going to get him inked up, and then we will, that will be all of the ones that I want to get done, and then we'll just add some, yeah, some words and phrases. So our next sort of big trip is Disneyland Paris. That is in beginning of October is when we're going on the Eurostar. And we're going to do 2 days on, you know, around the parks. And then we'll do, like, we've got like a spare sort of big afternoon, like long afternoon, when we first arrive. And we thought we would actually go into Paris from where we're staying. We've already, you know, we've seen Paris, both of us. So we don't, you know, we don't feel the need to spend ages there. But we do want to see the sights whilst we're we're over that side. But yeah, the main point is Disneyland, which at 30 odd, you know, might be an interesting one, but you know, we've never been. I've never been, so I want to go, and no time like the present. I think Scott has gone, but he has been there, but he, you know, it was a long time ago. He would have been, you know, a young kid, a baby, and he can't remember anything. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Oops. I'm getting used to this new applicator now. I think from a fine nozzle perspective, it's definitely going to be helpful. Probably overkill for a project like this where I'm not doing anything sort of massively intricate, but I'll tell you what, it's nice to control the flow of glue as well. Like, I'm not spurting out glue left, right and centre. Okie dokie. Right, I'm just going to pop these out of the way because we want to bring in some words and phrases or labels. I'm not against the labels, of course, as you know. Right. Just going to look at them one by one. I actually think I'm going to leave this one as is. I am going to stitch around all of these, so that will also give them some extra decoration. And I think I'm pretty happy with this one as is. I don't think it needs more. This one, I think we could add a word or phrase, and I need to decide if I'm going to put a hole in the top. That one definitely. Maybe something here. This one, yes. This one, yes. Okay, so most of them is yes is the answer. Okay, so I'm going to bring these in here. Let's do hedgehogs first, shall we? Let's just see if we want anything wordy, labely. I think a label would be good for that one, so my tray still organised. I just thought maybe, because I'm fine for these to be a little bit more scientific-y, if that's a word, probably not. Just, yeah, it just, for me it works for this type of a, you know, type of a thing. And as per usual, I'm going to struggle with finding a label because they all look great and they all look awesome and I'm happy with them all. I don't really want anything that says specimen, I don't think. Field note type label might be good, but it needs to be the right sort of size. Have a looking. Just amuse yourselves. Trying very hard not to have to press the pause button on these videos because it just takes the fun out of things. It really does. Now that could work. In fact, I think that does. Yeah, why not? We're not exactly going to be collecting hedgehogs, but I just really like that sort of scientific-y, I keep saying that, don't I? Science-y type of thing. And now I'm bearing in mind I am going to sew around it, so somewhere there. Or even actually moving it up to match the sticker maybe. No. Somewhere there. What did I say about these videos not requiring too much thought? They shouldn't be, but you know, it is me. So I'm going to do my best. And as I say, they're not going to be every week. They'll just be as and when I have things to tell you about, adventures to talk about, and also as and when I have, you know, jobs like this that need doing that not everyone's going to want to watch, but if I do it as an extra video, then, you know, could be cool. So that's that one. So that's 2 complete. Right, this one I'm thinking word. something up here would be nice. So let's see what we got. I've got the words that I've printed off, made, because I think I really like the honey puddle words, these ones, but they're not going to have anything, you know, badgery, I guess. I'm coming out with all kinds of words today, aren't I? I don't know if they... Oh, that looks nice, actually. So let's look through some of these. See which ones would be nice. Don't want anything sort of leafy. I want things, you know, related to like woodland type of a thing, I think is what I want. It's probably going to end up being the first one that we like. Got The Wonders of Fall. Oh, I do like that one as well. And Wander Through the Woods, which looks fine, but I think it's a little bit too long. So just move that a second so I don't knock the whole thing flying. Do we want The Wonders of Fall? Now, bearing in mind I am going to stitch, so I might need to bring that down, or Find Beauty Everywhere, which is a bit long, so we're going to go with this one. Just going to tear it down slightly so that I can still stitch around this whole thing. And as for backing these, I don't want to back them onto anything too thick. I did the collage boards onto, you know, quite thick, sturdy book pages, with the idea, you know, that's quite card-like, isn't it? With the idea that I should only need to put on sort of like some paper, you know, sturdy paper, but paper nonetheless. Okay. Yeah, obviously with stitching around, I haven't really left much room at the top there, so I do need to bear that in mind when I come to do the, I think I'll stitch around and then do the holes. So really today is just about decorating them. Okay, this one wants a word. Now this one can be more like nature-like. I don't have anything that will say conquer, probably. But I might have something that says like forest or something. Or I've got some stickers that Mandy sent me, which are kind of like this. Ooh, maybe something like that would be nice. Yep, I'm just going to go with that. Nice and easy today. Now I think these are stickers. I hope they're stickers. I don't really know. Is it a sticker? It's one of those things where I could just glue the whole thing down, but if it's a sticker, then obviously I do need to use it as a sticker. Oh, yeah, it's a sticker. Got it. I'm assuming she got these in, you know, your Creative Studio box. I don't think they need glue. I could be wrong. So that's that. Obviously we're going to have a hole about here. So I'm going to call that one done as well. We can always add more later if we want. What do you want, Owl? What shall we do with you? I'm leaning more towards he doesn't need anything and that he's fine just as is. But just to be sure, yep, he's fine on his own, I think. Again, once we've got all the stitching around and stuff. Yeah, easy peasy. Right, now you definitely want something. It's a possibility. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see. Just checking. Just checking. The alternative is one of my phrases, which I do like. I don't know if it stands off enough. Like this one is, you know, really dark brown. I've got some other words that go with this, but new. So, keep things easy, I'm going to choose between one of these. I think it's going to be that. Yeah, I think so. Normally I would, you know, yeah, the fox is going to take us on an adventure. Now that is some not so great cutting on this. It's a die cut, you know, that I punched out of a pad, but it must have gotten messed up with their cutting machines because it's a bit a bit skew-iff. So try as I might, I'm just going to make that a bit better. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about my our like champing experience, and I would love to know if, you know, if this type of video interests you. Obviously, you know, we're not doing anything groundbreaking, but we are still making some nice things, hopefully. You know, but with the idea that it just gives me a chance then, hopefully, to just talk a bit easier about, you know, various things. Okay, I think that's better. Tell you what would be nice on this sort of a thing is if you had brads on either side. I think it would be too bulky for this because obviously it's going to go in a pocket, but it'd be nice if I had some like jewels to go either side, which I think I probably do somewhere. You know, just flat jewels that could go on it. I have a feeling I even got some in the card making kit that this came out of, actually. I'll have to go and find those. Again, just making room because I'm going to stitch around the whole thing. Okay, I think, was that the last one? Let's just move some stuff out of the way. Let's have a little look. So yeah, just imagine these with some dark brown stitching all around. They'll look really nice, I think. And obviously the tag shaped ones, I probably will end up putting a hole in there. I really want to do it now, but I'll refrain. I will stitch them first. So I'll put these next to my sewing machine. So there's Foxy. Oh, I really hope you could see all that. I have a feeling I have the camera up the wrong bit, but that's that one. We have Simple Owl on his collaged background. Again, probably add a circle, but you know, a hole and some twine. Conker. I might chop that one down a little bit just across there. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Because it's always nice to see, you know, that, you know, these things can be, you know, changed. Kind of a thing. I don't know if I've cut that very straight. bit better. There we are. And that will have some fluff and stuff coming out the top. We have this one. Cute little badger. I'm really glad I got those sticker frame stickers. I think they really help for stuff like this. Hedgehogs. And the otters, which this one is actually going to go in my altered book, which yeah, just wants backing and stitching around. And then this one will be in the altered book. Yeah, I didn't need any more words on this one because it's got quite a lot of typography in the background. So yeah, those are those. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing those. I've had a lot of fun just nattering away and telling you about bits and bobs. And yeah, let me know what you think about this style of a video. Obviously I'm calling them Travel Tuesday, but with the idea that it will just be as and when I have a chance to do an extra video, and you know, when I've got something worth talking about, and you know, jobs like this that want doing. As I say, I hope I didn't have the camera in the completely wrong place. Sorry if I did. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. So let me know what you think, because obviously if you enjoy this kind of a thing, then I will do them again happily. And if you don't, then I might try again. But obviously I'm not going to do the videos if there's no interest whatsoever in it. But I hope that there is, because I would like to be able to you know, share different sides of my personality with you, really. I love these. I do. I really love them. So yeah, some of them, so this one is for the altered book. A couple of them will be for my full field notes journal, which you'll be seeing me work on again next month. And I've also got a waterfall journal that I'm going to do in a forest theme. And I imagine, you know, one of these, maybe this one would go quite nicely in that. So I will leave it there. Thanks ever so much for joining me, hanging out with me, keeping me company, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.